Oh, God. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis. And as you might have guessed from my reaction to seeing it, one of these is the Corn player. And just Corn in general. Not even really the player, right? Although I think I remember him being bad with lizards in the World Championships. But it's brought Corn. So we have Tector's Corn versus Madjake's Dark Elves. Madjake not having a great Super League, which is a shame because he shows a lot of promise as a player. But look at this, full A plus defense, literally A plus defense, and just one of the worst solid defense reactions I think I've ever seen because all three of these were dodging anyway. Oh God. Okay, right. Let's talk about this, shall we? You don't need to put all of these players in to get them to dodge, right? You can just put like a blood spawn on one and a strength 4 on the other and put two players each here or a strength 4 there and two players here. Like, get these to dodge. This has clearly been... He's not taking any blocks. He's not even trying to take any blocks. This has clearly been set up for a Daka. Force the two dodgeless guys to dodge. And instead, he just overloads the LOS. These guys are dodging anyway. The minute you put someone on them, they're dodging anyway. They're not blocking. So it's a bit of a shallow kick, which is a shame because of the solid D. There's more players up here. But really, I'll be honest with you, I would probably pick the ball up first action here. Like, as shitty as that is, any snake first action is going to fuck you, right? If you try to dodge, the ball is like still on the ground. So I would probably pick the ball up first action and re-roll it. Obviously, if I roll a 1, because if I'm going to do a Daka, I'm all in on the Daka, and these 4 on the second rank are protecting him getting to the ball pretty well. And the only way to make it better is to give up the Daka because you screen in front of the ball within blitz range. So that is the safest thing you can do. Screen in front of the ball and eat a blitz. But the whole point of the Daka is to not eat a blitz. So the risk reward is perfectly fine in my eyes to go for the 1 in 36 pickup. Leave all of these players where they are because they are a defensive screen. And then move them all back fully out of range. You can move these. They're not a screen, right? These are the screen in the middle. I don't like this. I would not do this because the problem with running these back is if you 1 in 36, you're screwed. You had to leave these there if you're going to do the 1 in 36 pickup here. If this 1 in 36 is forward or even sideways and not backwards and you've run behind the ball, you're just fucked. Yeah, that was it wasn't awful, but moving these two first was wrong. But we are in full Daka. Slight bit of turn ordering. I have a slight bit of issues with the turn ordering. Aside, I do like the full Daka against Khorne because they've got to move the Bloodspawn around. And he doesn't even declare a blitz to move him, which is delightful. Which means he might be declaring a rush blitz with one of the Khorne gores. I don't like Madjake's team, by the way. I've pointed it out before. I don't like one witch and an assassin. No, I don't like. I don't like assassins. There's like sometimes the tiering leave you with enough money left over to change a Lino into an assassin. Sure, if you can't do anything else. But that's the only way I would ever have an assassin. Oh, season 3, I won't be playing Dark Elves, so it won't ever be a question for me. Too close together. No reason to not have these fully chevroned. These shouldn't be able to get like a strength 4 on both of them or whatever. One dice into a stun is really nice there. And once again, look, the Bloodspawn. You just can't have a full proper defense now. Your Bloodspawn has been left behind. You ran a Khorne gore out by himself and he got clipped. So this is perfect for the Dark Elves. Now they move up. This guy's going to be the Blitz. Doesn't have block. Everyone moves first. Yeah, not realizing. I mean, in season 3, you can't do it. It doesn't allow you in the rules. But for as far as now is concerned, he should know that you can do that. Don't bring a team that has a frenzy, that has an Unchanneled Fury piece, and not know that. Just pushes is a shame, but not the end of the world. So, now the Dark Elves have a 5-turn drive, and they are 3 turns away from scoring, just about. So that gives them 2 spare turns. 2 turns to break through whatever the Khorne managed to set up as a defense. So they have 2 spare turns, which is pretty perfect. Like, that's a pretty perfect Daka as far as timing is concerned. The Bloodspawn does move, but he puts him on a side that's already strong. Okay, so let's have a look at what your options are here. Blitz in here to knock him down and then gives you a 2 dice there if you get a knockdown, or a 1 dice 2+ is a possibility. There were possibilities of breaking through here, but it involved red dice, so I don't really like doing that when you've got 2 spare turns. He also could have just ignored this and blitzed him and just pushed up one side, but against Frenzy, not the best. Yes, but there was no. That's what I mean. He couldn't have done it. There was no one in reach of the Bloodspawn, not even with the double rush. So you just can't do it anymore. The target has to be viable for you to declare a blitz now, rather than just declaring a blitz on someone 30 squares away for a laugh. Okay. Yeah, so he's the blitz, but you have to care about where the ball is. Or it might not even be the blitz. The assassin could just block. He can come here as an assist and we can move the ball over and the assassin can block. That's a 1 in 81 instead of a 1 in 36. Yes, you can declare a blitz. It's literally just an action declaration. Okay, well, he's in the wrong square, isn't he? Obviously, he should be one behind to avoid a dodge out. We are hitting with the assassin. We're going to push to the right. We are going to get this. Is this going to be... This is going to be a block, right? Because then the blitz is going to be that guy with a dodge from him. We're going to tie up the Bloodspawn on a blodger. And then he snakes the dodge. And that snake dodge is why that guy should be there. Could have been a 1 in 81. Could have been pushes. That guy should be there to avoid the dodge out. Like if you're going to roll dice, you have to assume that they might fail. And if you have options to mitigate those failed dice, then utilize them. There's no reason for that guy to be one square forward. He's not in scoring range. He's not in breakaway range. He's not anything. He's just allowing a dodge out. So now the Khorne have a lot of options. That's a free block and should be taken. Probably not utilizing the blitz to surf afterwards. We want to do something over here. You could, and I wouldn't even blame him if he did it, not even bother trying to go for the ball or anything. It's on a blodger. You could just blitz him and then just block him, and just, jam these players that aren't him into a smaller space and make it harder for him to get out. Gets the POW. He's got to be careful of the witch. Should have followed. Okay, should have followed to base that player. The unchanneled fury is rough. That puts a huge, huge problem in that plan. Oh, okay. See, and now the issue is he's so scared of the witch. And he's done a rush to base a player that he could have already based. So it went right. Oh, this is quite the interesting first action. I don't know what the plan of the board is, but he has got a free witch. The ball is free. So this is very, very dubious. Let's go back a second before he does this and see what the plan could be. Okay, it didn't pause it because fuck me and cyanide, etc. We really have got to just end up pushing up one side against a thing. That snake and not blitzing him has cost him significantly. I don't think he can easily push out of the way here. Did have the option of possibly blitzing him, But these are both free, right? This Blitzer here and this Witch shouldn't be opening with a 1 in 36 like this. The ball is completely exposed. So this is bad, right? This is now a 1 in 6 into very, very likely loss. Doesn't snake. Doesn't armor break. Doesn't snake. This ball is there's gonna be some this guy's gotta come up and cover. Okay, so he's rolled a bunch of dice. Yes, that guy being where the Witch currently is would obviously be considerably more difficult to deal with this play. And then the guard could have come over and protected him. Like, would have made this play that he's done right now so much more difficult. He just ran the player back central for no real reason. So this is now, I mean, it's not like it's this crazy dice, right? That was a 2+ jump, 1 in 36 dodge. He's rolled like 4 1 in 36s. But now he's in a strong position. Don't like that. I don't know what that guy's doing. I would tag this guy and just eat the block. I don't want the strength 4 coming back to be in front. Just tag him. Doesn't have mighty blow or anything. Just tag him. Keep a strength 4 out the way. This one's already stuck. This one's out of it. He's probably going to have to blitz with the blood spawn as it is. Wrong one. He's blocked the wrong one. So he should have blocked him. Not only is it a soft target, but it pushes him towards the ball and gives this guy a guard. If he rolls pushes into a POW, he's there. That gives him 2 dice. Okay, hang on. Why is he going there? So he can chain to there, but that doesn't help anyone. Can he can't surf here. Would be nice if he could, but I don't think he can. I'm looking real hard to see if he can surf. It is what we were looking for, sticking the guard in to get the block. This now allows this to push him, but he can only push him to one of these 2 squares. If he pushes him to there, no, he still can't chain him out, right? Oh, wait, can he? Right, imagine he is there. And he's followed. If you chain diagonally, pushes into your own player, which pushes the assassin to there. And then you're pushing up on the second block, which would push into your player, which would push to there. You just need this guy around the top. That surfs the ball. I'm going to put this on BB Pusher now. This seems interesting to do. There's no corner. Oh, wait. Hang on. Hang on, what's that new site called that isn't BB Pusher? There's a new website for doing things that aren't BB Pusher. NFL. That's it. Let's do that. So for those of you who don't know, BB Pusher has been amazing, by the way. There's a new website. Called Bloodboard. That looks like this. You can turn it vertical as well, which I actually really like. I have to try and work out how to do that a second. There we go. Perfect. And now we can do the teams because they've got Corn. And Dark Elves. Oh, baby. Right. Let's try and quickly make this shape. So the halfway line is there, and we've got a Blitzer for the Dark Elves. Blitzer there. It's drag and drop as well. Blitzer with the ball here. And don't know how to give him the ball. I don't know if there's a ball carrier icon. You're seeing me. Can I do that? Okay, he's the ball. Oh no, the ball is on the pitch. Hang on. Can I give him the ball? Yes, I can give him the ball. There's a ball on the pitch. I'm stupid. Right. And we got the third Blitzer below him. Oh no, it's 2025. Oh, it's using 2025 rules. I've run out of Blitzers. Assassin, Lino, Witch, Lino. So those are the teams that are important. And then for Corn, we have a Bloodseeker there, a Corn Gore there, a Corn Gore up here. Nope, not there. There. Lino here. Bloodspawn here. Bloodseeker next to him. So you don't have to use the Corn Gore. Sorry, the Bloodspawn, because you've got a Bloodseeker. So this is the shape of play. I'll zoom in to make that bigger, because we only need that bit of the pitch. I'll move it out of the way for the chat to not cover it. So the idea is to surf the ball. So the first block would be with the go into the assassin, which pushes him to there. Oops, I've grabbed the ball. Which pushes him and the ball to there. The assassin to there. And the Corn Gore to there. So now, if we move this Gore around the top to stand on the sideline, this guy goes bang, bang, bang. He hits him, into him, pushes the assassin to the side, and the Gore to there, and the Lino to there. And then on the frenzy block, we hit the Lino into the Gore, into the ball, and surf. So you absolutely can surf the ball here. It'll turn the game into a mess. Your ball carrier is likely to get counter-surfed. Half your team might get counter-surfed. But it will turn the game into a mess. If the ball gets thrown up there, they probably still score anyway. But if the ball gets thrown straight or down, He has got other players who can react. He's got two free players and the blood spawn. So you can surf the ball here. And to be honest, if you don't do it, they're almost guaranteed to score anyway. Like, it's real hard to get in front of them at this point. So the risk is really getting a couple of counter surfs done on yourself rather than, like, you know, game position or game loss or anything, because that is pretty much already happening. And he won in 81s. Wow. We'll never know if he knew that was the play. It kind of feels like he knew that was the play. But he won in 81s the block. There's also a snake in the AV. Lots of bad dice there. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt and see that he saw the play we just pulled up. Because it feels like he did. There's no reason to put him there and take... Like, what else was he going to do with this block? Maybe he didn't, and he's just blocking because he's got a 2-dice block, you know? Oh my god. PC? PC, we're stupid. Both of us. I've done the thing again from the last game. We're stupid people. We're stupid people. I'll show you now. Don't worry. No, it's the thing that I said. I always say good players overcomplicate simple things. Oh, we're not stupid people. I take it back. Okay, we're not stupid people. Everyone errata that. We're not stupid people. There wasn't a simpler way to do it. I'm wrong. I just visualized it wrong because I had the board state wrong from the other thing in my head. Right. Errata. Full Jim errata. We're not as stupid as, thankfully, I was worried about. I thought there was a simpler way of doing it, and it isn't. It's slightly wrong. So the only thing that actually matters is whether or not Tector knew the play that we were talking about, or whether he was just taking 2-dice blocks. Yeah, I don't like taking a block here. The ball should have moved. Absolutely bad turn ordering. Again, it's very likely, I'm not even kidding, right? It's very likely the thing that happens whenever this happens. He just got away with that, right? If Madjake saw the play as it was unfolding in front of him, which, you know, he could have done because he does play pro elves, dark elves, teams that look for stuff like that, right? So he could have saw that play as it was unfolding, realized he got away with it, and, as I always say, rush of blood to the peen. Like, and then just immediately screws up your turn. Like, it's not really a rush of blood to the peen. It's adrenaline. It's dopamine. Like, it fucks with your, like, stability play, right? You just immediately are like, oh my god, yes, amazing. Right, I'll block. it heightens you, and you don't go for the super safe plays, which is what this should absolutely be right now. The ball should immediately be up the pitch, 7 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The ball should be there. The ball should just be there. This guy should just be screening it. The other one should be screening it. I wouldn't even take the blitz. I would just screen it with those, and then I'd do a dodge blitz probably, so that it's even on like quad skulls. It doesn't matter. You could centralize, but it's screened if it goes there, right? You can just put 2 players there completely for free, and it's basically screened. He can't reach around, and even if he does dodge straight through, he can't go in the. He's not standing in Chunt's column. It's super safe there. The rest of them can double screen, and he can centralize next turn if he wants to. It's just completely free to walk up the pitch right now and be safe. This is not the way. Move the ball! Move the fucking ball! That's a blockless block, Madjake. Madjake, man. Just for the surf. Just for the surf. You've done a blockless block that loses you the game. You just saw him roll a 1 in 81. The reason this guy is on the ground is because he literally rolled a 1 in 81 in front of your fucking eyes. Good. Good. Completely and utterly deserved. I hope he gets sacked. And of course he doesn't, because there's no justice in Blood Bowl. I mean, with no rerolls, taking this block is stupid when you're going to move him to there anyway. Gets the stun, guarantees him the score. Very, very, very careful of not getting surfed here, which is pretty funny. And instead, Tector's just going to stamp on a witch. I don't know why he doesn't do it with more assists than this. Nothing. Does not get anything for Mighty Blow on the Assassin. And tries to stab him back. Oh, Madjake, no. The one thing I don't want to see there after your shit play is a touchdown dance. Look, a touchdown dance is basically taunting your opponent, right? And sometimes there's reasons for that. Maybe you don't like your opponent. Maybe your opponent, maybe you outplayed your opponent with some kind of clever play or something. Maybe your team, maybe your opponent is one of these dicks who just rolls 11 Mighty Blow teams and you just beat them anyway because you are more skillful than they are rolling 8s or whatever. Like, sure, those are reasons ish. If you not only got away with bad play, but scored with nothing to do with your own skill, and you do a touchdown dance, you are a dick. Like, just don't do that. Like, it's such a dickish thing to do. Oh, I've touchdown danced, but I was purposefully being a dick. Like, either my opponent was slow playing me, or was, I knew them and they were a dick, or like loads of different reasons, right? It's not like you can't do it, but you have to know you're being a dick. Which picks up Iron Man, which is nice. So he's set up in like an anti-frenzy grid. No one can take a block without touching another player. I'm not certain how much this matters here in this particular thing, because strength forward guards aren't going to care. So maybe I wouldn't have set up like this. I would have probably set up a little wider in case I got a blitz. Instantly Kaz, no point in appoing it. Unlikely to be another drive. Don't know what this is. This is weird. Yeah, if your head's not in it, just don't play. Honestly, I wish I'd done that far more often in my Blood Bowl life. Should have taken the double down. This ball is just going in the cage here, having this guy one square forward. The double down there would be better because it sets up a possible surf that he has to worry about. Oh, the follow is interesting. Why is he followed? Oh, no, I don't like that. Okay, so he didn't have to follow there. And now he stood up next to the guy that just killed this guy to give him a free block? No, absolutely no, straight no. And as far as the corn go, firstly, that should be corn go. That should be 3 dice immediately. You've got 2 spare players here. There is no excuse that that's not 3 dice. Like, if you dub skull there and then loner fail, the ball's getting sacked and you lose. So that is fucking atrocious. Worse than anything Madjake did. The ball should have moved into a safe cage. Then that should have 3 dice blocked. Oh, look, and now the ball's moving. Didn't have to be there. Could have been there. Fully safe. Could have put the Bloodseeker there so that this was a chain to get him hit with the other Bloodseeker if it was pushes into pushes. If we're going to blitz there, this guard should be in the cage right now. And now it is. And now it is in the wrong square. There's already a guard covering those squares. He should be at the back. Like, yeah, I guess he's worried about the witch blitz, but this is still a 5+5+ right there. The assassin can come and cover the 2 guys who don't even have block. He could just go for the 1D win right now. Oh, is he going to dodge in and... It looks like he's going to dodge in and stab. It is technically higher than a 5+. A 5+ is... but you can't re-roll it is the problem. If you're not going to re-roll, the stab is better. It's 40... No, wait, hang on. He's armor 9+. What is that? 30-odd%? Hang on. Let me double check. Oh, God, it's 28%. Oh, no, don't stab then. I thought it was 30-odd%. I missed one. It's 28%. Yeah, don't do that. And also, if this guy fails the 5+ in, he's more likely to break his own armor than the blitzer. Yeah, I would have, like, a bunch of that stuff is in my most recent Blood Bowl video on YouTube PC. But I, like, Eye Gouge I didn't mention. I would have liked to have seen Eye Gouge being what we guessed it was going to be, which is instead of blocking, you Eye Gouge. And if it works, it like similar to like Breathe Fire or something, just a D6 roll. Instead of blocking, if it works, their tackle zones don't exist anymore. So it's like an anti-guard skill. If they're based up, they can just eye gouge the guard and they're no longer an assist or a guard. There's nothing to keep track of. It just happens in your turn. No eye gouge and like necessary to keep track of next turn. It just auto ends. It's a free skill for fuck's sake. It can't be good. It certainly shouldn't end up with me having to keep track of it. Yeah, that's just another thing kind of keep track of. Okay, so we have got the dive here, haven't we? Because the witch can red dice. So if we stand this guy up and tag him, then this is a dive here. You don't have to tag the front; they're guards anyway. And what it does is give you the red dice into red dice that pushes him there. That allows this guy to block him. You will have to make some dodges with other people, but this one can come and tag him, or this one can come and dodge through and be an assist or something, and then you can two dice him. So I think now is another time to try and like dive here. I would just stand him up and just immediately go for a dive. You're not going to do anything, right? This is the problem. Again, like in this matchup, it's very, very hard for the Dark Elves to do anything other than dive. Because they will take damage. There is a Claw Mighty block piece on the thing. There is a bunch of Strength 4. There's guard everywhere. There's not really a lot the Dark Elves can do to take the ball off them. This is why I keep pointing out that looking at NAF stats is not as useful as you would think. Because all of the agility, all of the ball hawk teams in NAF style get the bad player buff. Like the best buff, the biggest buff for any ball hawk team, for any agility type team, is their opponent's skill level. And on tabletop, that's lower than anywhere else. So they all get a buff. So you might look at like Dark Elves and Wood Elves and be like, look, they've got perfectly good win rates. But then if you drop them into a environment like this, where even the worst players are way better than tabletop players, the average tabletop player, suddenly this is what happens to Dark Elves. They struggle. They struggle to do anything other than get a draw. Because they just can't take the ball off their opponents unless a dive works. So when, like, if that's your win condition, go for it. Take the dives. I don't like that. I absolutely don't like that base. That base is begging for a dead assassin. Oh, I 100% thought that was going to be red dice. Doesn't get a dead assassin. Could have made that into 3 dice with him. And that's why I thought he was going to red dice it. Doesn't get a dead blitzer. So far, so not dead. That's a blockless block. And so is this. It doesn't seem to have set up a particularly good cage here. Not gonna lie. Doesn't seem to have done any thought into where the ball is going to end up. Well, that's shit. I mean, that's just straight up shit, isn't it? We got a dodge from the blitzer to come round to be an assist. The assassin stands up and eats these two. And then this guy dodges and two dices the ball. You can. It's not even difficult. There's no guard here. Could also use him as the assist and leave him up there, seeing as that's where you're blocking. If you leave him up there, you have the opportunity of knocking the Bloodspawn down and getting him out of the way if the ball goes in these squares. So maybe you utilize him as the assist. He's not going to be as useful for getting the ball. Gets the POW. Awful. Oh, what's he doing? No, don't dodge. Oh, no. Don't dodge. I would have blocked the big guy there. I would absolutely have blocked the big guy there. I mean, I still would have dodged, but it would have been with the witch, who would have killed herself. I would have gone here and then blocked him and had him go and try and pick up the ball. It's unfortunate, though. A snake into your own death. Doesn't get much more unfortunate than that. That is one hell of a ball scatter. Man, that could have landed on the blodger. We're taking blockless blocks on a dodge piece. More blockless blocks. That's 4 blockless blocks. And he gets the full POW on the one he needs. Into a stun. And another POW. Into a Kaz. And that's how you save your game despite being bad. Because it's Blood Bowl. And another full POW on a blodger when we're 2 dicing with a loner. He's also stunned. He's 1 in 9 the pickup. He's 1 in 9 the pickup. And oh my god, the ball is completely... Okay, right. Everyone calm down. Everyone calm down. I mean, the blitzer with blodge can reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is what rerolls are for. It really does look bad, yeah. And re-rolling a pickup on him would have been real nice, yeah. 50% chance of it being on him and not just out in the open. Where can she get to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Can technically tag. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Assuming you don't use any rerolls on this. And then you could blitz. Remember, the ball is currently here. Blitz him and then dodge back to be a screen. Or not dodge back, just stand there to be a screen. With the witch who's there. Oh my god, you could actually get away with this. Okay, well that's immediately wrong, because you need to go through that square. Oh, what are you doing? No. Another snake. Okay, Madjake can feel aggrieved about this game. Like, I didn't like that play. I think the other play was better. He's 1 in 9 again! Okay. Okay, telling me there's a chance. Doesn't get the scatter. I don't know what this witch is doing. Moving after all of those dice was pretty terrible. But we get another pow and another removal. And another full pow on a blodger. And another AV break. I mean, other than not picking up the ball, Tector has diced the pants off Madjake. Not picking up the ball has made it dramatic, but not mattered. Another full pow on a blodger and another removal. He's already blitzed. The ball is still in a tackle zone. He picks up in the tackle zone, but he has to dodge. And he doesn't. 1 in 9. And there we go. That is the very ill-deserved draw. Oh, well, he's getting red dice. There's 25% chance on these, so... Doesn't re-roll it. 12, 11, 10, 9. Pushes him out of range. No, you can't stay there. Oh, wait. Was that a double rush? No, it wasn't. You can't stay there. That makes it possible to chain, right? Definitely makes it possible to chain. So the problem is now, he can block him up to there and follow, and we can utilize the witch to chain forward, back into range. I mean, he could just do a handoff, right? But like you can utilize the witch and these players and chain him literally into range. Okay, he doesn't know how to do that. Never mind. Makes it anyway. Should just set up against a timeout. There's you kind of need all 11 elves to do a one turn. You can get away with it with 10 or even 9 with 2 witches, but you can't one turn with 6 elves. And there we go. It's a draw. And again, like I said, Madjake can feel aggrieved, but he can't learn from the dicing, right? He can only learn from the turns where he could have done something that was slightly better. And then even if it failed, at least you know that it was the dice. Like, you can't learn from dice. You can complain about dice, which is totally fine. Whinge all you want, but you can't learn from the dice. There's almost always in every dice in something you could have done wrong. Something you could have done better, something you did do wrong. But unfortunately for Madjake, that doesn't matter as far as the competition is concerned, and he eats a draw. And we will see you in the next one.